everyone, it's Caroline Roberts here, and welcome to the Writers Retreat Network. I am the founder of the Writers Retreat and our network, and today I am coming at you guys with a new video for all of our premium content members. So in today's video, guys, we are getting into the nitty-gritty, and we are going to be talking about how to make a writing schedule that actually works. It is 2019. It's time to stop sleeping on the message that God has put in your heart. It's time to finally get that book published, finally get that screenplay written. Like, we have to be intentional about putting in the effort, putting in the work so that we can see the results that we want to see. So I'm going to share a couple tips with you and nuggets that I feel like will really help you. If you implement these, guys, it's going to really help you see more productivity. And I'm not just giving you guys tips that I haven't used. I use these tips myself. And when I say, like, this year, since the beginning of the year, like, my writing has been on a whole nother level, which I'm so excited about. My productivity has, like, guys, it's crazy. And I want to share with you guys what I do so you can kind of find your own flow. Everyone is different. Not everyone has the same schedule. Not everyone has the same lifestyle. But I feel like if you take these tips and if you implement it to your own life and to your own schedule and find a way that it works for you, you are going to see results from it. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And by the way, while we are doing this video, I want to let you guys know that we are going to be releasing premium content, so these different videos and courses every single Wednesday. So every single Wednesday, right here on the network, we're going to be giving you tips on writing, publishing, branding, marketing, things happening in the industry, different resources that you can use, all of that good stuff. So next Wednesday, we are going to be doing a video about resources or software that is recommended for writers to use, whether you are a screenwriter and you're looking for a different screenwriting software, whether you're writing a book or you just want to find software that can help you with grammar, spell check, all that stuff. I'm going to be talking about it right here on our network website. And then the week after that, on that Wednesday, we are going to be talking about different ways that you can market your book once you first launch your book. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how you can market your book, if you're interested in learning about different resources and software that you can use, definitely stay tuned, guys. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, guys, so the first thing that I want to talk about is shifting our mindset. I feel like a lot of us as writers are in this mindset where we're always trying to find time to write. Okay, let's stop trying to find time to write in 2019, because finding time means that it may be running away from you, or if you're finding time, it means that it might be hidden or it's not there. We have time. God has given each and every one of us 24 hours in our day. So we don't have to find time to write. We have to switch our mindset to carving out time to write, being intentional about making time to write. We're not finding time to write anymore in 2019. We are making this thing happen. Okay, guys? We want to get to the point where we're not making appointments to write. And I feel like I was at this, in one point of my writing process. I would make different appointments like, okay, next month I'm gonna, take my own personal writer's retreat and, go to this lake so that I can work on my book. That was making an appointment to write. But what happens with appointments, like in real life? A lot of us cancel appointments. A lot of us change appointments. So that's the problem with making appointments to write, is that it can be canceled, it can be changed. But we want to get to the point where writing becomes a habit. Writing becomes more so a part of our everyday routine. So where we're not making appointments to write, but we are making writing routines. We are making this a part of our everyday life. You don't make an appointment to take a shower. This is a part of your everyday life. You know that every day when you wake up, or before you go to bed, you are going to take a shower at least once a day. You don't make appointments to eat But you know that you're gonna make sure that this is your routine. You have to eat, breakfast before you go to work, or you have to eat dinner before you go to sleep. This is a part of your everyday routine. Or going to church on Sunday. You don't make an appointment to go to church. You don't call up the pastor and say, hey, I'll try it out, next Sunday or the Sunday after that, I'll maybe come stop by. You know that this is a part of your life, and you say, on Sundays, this is a commitment. This is a part of my life. I go to church on Sundays. That is how we have to approach our writing. We need to make it a routine. So look at your schedule, look at your life, and I want you to intentionally put your writing as a priority and carve out that time. This may change, one season, that priority may be every single day for you. I know, like at the start of the year, that whole month of January, I wrote every single day, guys, a full Microsoft Word page. But then in other seasons, things might change. You may be attending school. You may start a new job. So instead of writing every day, you may make it a routine to write every Friday or every Thursday. I know that this is my day. Thursday mornings, it's all about writing. So once you carve out time in advance, then you already set that as a priority. So when different engagements or different opportunities or different excuses come up, you can say, I'm sorry, but this is a part of my routine. I have to do it. I already have my writing on my calendar. And you already learn to say no. We have to learn the art of saying no to other people in this season, so that we can be committed to our writing, and also no to ourselves, because sometimes we make those excuses and we're like, maybe not. No, this is not an appointment. This is not something you can cancel. This is a routine. This is a habit. This is a part of your everyday life. And in carving out time to write and making this a routine, guys, it's gonna build consistency with your writing. Next, I want to tackle one of the first things that might come to mind, because it might seem a little intimidating to have writing as a habit and not as like an appointment. I don't want you guys to be intimidated. You guys might be thinking, how can I do that? Like, I might get writer's block. What if I don't know what to write? What if I run out of things to write? You are going to step into every single opportunity of writing with an outline, with a plan, and with direction, so that you do not have any excuse for writer's block. So when you sit down to write, you sit down, you already have a plan, kind of like meal prepping. It's a routine that we cook every day, but we meal prep in advance. We go to the grocery store, we figure out what ingredients that we need. That's kind of like doing your research. The internet, that's your grocery store for writing. So you do your research in advance. You find out the ingredients and things that you need in order to write. You meal prep. You think of your recipes. You think of the dishes that you want to make. You plan all of these things in advance, so that when the routine comes, when it's time to cook dinner, when it's time to cook breakfast, you already meal prepped. You already have all your ingredients in the fridge, and all you have to do is pull them out. So outlining and content planning is going to be such an important part of your consistency and your writing process. So whenever you don't have writer's block, whenever you are driving in the car, washing the dishes, those crazy times where we get ideas for writing, jot those things down. Record a voice memo, text yourself, email yourself, whatever you can do, so that you can capture and take hold of those ideas, save them, and then the next opportunity you get within your writing routine, you are going to keep pulling out those ideas. So as you are getting ideas, as you are getting inspiration, save them, put them aside, and stay on a consistent writing routine, so that you're continually pouring out, so that you're continually working, so that when you get to that, place when it's finally time to sit down and write, you're not saying, oh, I have nothing to write about, or I'm not inspired, because you already have a plan. You already did your research. You already have all the ingredients in the fridge. All you have to do is pull it all out and do your masterpiece. So that is my tip for those of you guys who are intimidated and who think, I'm going to have writer's block. And I also want to say, every now and then you can switch it up. Once you've gotten into a routine, once you've gotten into the hang of writing on a consistent basis, then you can switch it up. But don't start off with switching it up, because you really need stability. You really need to get used to your writing schedule first, and then you can switch it around. So I say find a place, the same time every week or the same time every month, and that is where you go to write. And after you've gotten into the hang of that, then you can switch it up. So for example, like, everyone needs a foundation, everyone needs stability. So I'll use the example of a marriage. My husband and I, we have a home together. We have our family here. We live in the same place. We have this stability. This is our home. This is where we live. I see him every day, but every now and then we want to switch things up. We want to spice it up a little bit to keep the fire and the excitement. So maybe we'll go on vacation, maybe we'll travel outside of our state, or maybe, years down the road, we'll move to a different location or a different city. So, but for the most part, there is that stable foundation that our relationship is built upon. And I feel like your relationship with writing, it needs to be the same thing if you want to see true fruit, if you want to see it grow. There has to be that stable foundation where you can go to this place. I think I'm going to do a video one week about creating a writer's nook or a writer's area, just like this safe place, whether you like candles, whether you have a certain scent, wherever you have a certain type of lighting or a certain type of corner, a certain blanket, a certain cup where you like to drink your tea, whatever aesthetic or whatever place that is for you, that is going to be your place of comfort. That is going to be the place that you can always fall back to write. And then when you get into the groove of that, you can plan appointments, because now your relationship with writing isn't contingent upon the appointments, but the appointments are just extra. So for example, our organization is the Writers Retreat, and writers, they come and they find time at the Writers Retreat to be able to write, for inspiration and encouragement and all that good stuff. But the Writers Retreat shouldn't be the only time of the year that you're taking away to write. The Writers Retreat should be extra. It should be a supplement. It should be like a boost or a form of encouragement. You should have a writing schedule on your own time. And that's so important, because if something were to happen where you can't make an extra appointment, or you can't, go out the box and do something different, or go to that park or go to that coffee shop, if something happens where you miss your appointment, it's okay, because you still have your routine. You're still consistent. If something happens where, your friend, you guys had an appointment to go out to eat dinner or go try this new restaurant. If the appointment is canceled and you can't try that new restaurant, well, you're going to eat anyway. You got some food at home. You're still going to eat. You're not going to die. So it's kind of like that same thing. You have your routine. You have like what's part of your everyday life. And then you have those extra writing appointments, those writing conferences, those writers retreats, those, personal things that you do where you go to a new park, explore a new location where you want to write, and all those good things. So yeah, think of adding appointments later down the road, but stability, guys. Stability is going to be the biggest thing that is going to help you see fruit. Consistency. Do not procrastinate on this. Like, you have to be so intentional about this. So those are my tips, guys. I want you guys to create outlines, and from those outlines, or just it doesn't have to be like a exhaustive outline. It could just be a list of topics that you have to cover for that week or for that month. So what I do is I create my outline and I say, okay, for this week or for this day, I want to cover this topic on my outline and this chapter on my outline. And then I have in my head, for my next opportunity to write, whether I write every Thursday, so the next Thursday that I'm writing, I'm going to cover this topic. And then I set a word count goal that I want to reach that I feel like can really help me see progression in my writing project. So stay focused, have a plan, have a content plan, an outline, or a list of different topics that you want to talk about when you want to set your schedule or when you want to set your routine. Like I said, that can be every day, that can be once a week, twice a week, however you want to do it, depending on your lifestyle. And then make a goal. So topic, goal, and then the day that you want to accomplish that, guys. And I have some freebies for you guys today. So I created a writing schedule printable that you can download, that you can print, and that you can use, as well as a word count tracker. So these are going to help you stay on track with your goals. These are going to help you, see your progression and also stay focused on the topics that you want to work on. All right, guys, so I printed it out and I did like I'm going to do a short demonstration, or I already did the demonstration or example, and I'm going to show you guys right here. So this is my writing schedule. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay. I don't know if it looks backward. My camera phone might be flipped the wrong way, so it may look backwards, guys, but trust me on this. And then you can also, okay, so if you're interested in getting these printables, by the way, email us at network@thewritersretreat.com, and we're going to have our president Victoria and assistant Lindsay. They're going to take care of you, and they're going to send you guys these printables that you can use. So email them and let them know if you want these printables, and they will send it over to you. But yeah, and then we also have the word count tracker. So basically how it works is we have the days listed here, and I think I'm going to update it to also have Saturday and Sunday, because some of us write on weekends because we work during the week. But it has the days of the week there. And then, so for example, this is general, so you can use it for any week. So this is not you can use this same sheet for whatever week. You can put the week here. So I put January 1st through the 5th. So that's the week that I'm doing. And then during that week, I wrote on Wednesday and I wrote on Friday. And then my goal was to reach 1,500 words for the week. And this is just an example. So for example, if I didn't meet my goal, I would say I reached 735 words. So that would make me be encouraged to try even harder next time, or to realize that in order to reach my goal next time, I probably need to write more days. So then this is a different week down here where I only wrote on Wednesday. I had a goal of reaching 2,000 words, and then I reached 2,001. So I met my goal. So with this word count tracker, you can keep track of your weeks, the days during the weeks that you're writing, as well as your word count goals and whether or not you reach those word count goals. And then lastly, this is a writing schedule. This is like the same layout. You can use it for whatever weeks that you want to use it. And then the only difference is, of course, you can write the weeks. You can write the week that it is, like the dates of the week. And then you can check mark or put stickers or whatever on the dates that you actually wrote. And then, like I said, the topics that you want to cover within your outline or what you want to focus on for that week. So for example, this first week, I said I wanted to focus on the introduction as well as a chapter called Saved by Grace. And then the amount of time, so you can really see how much time you're dedicating to your writing. So the amount of time, 4 hours and 30 minutes that it took me to write during this week. And then here, another week, the topic, chapter called Counting the Cost. So the amount of time that I worked on that chapter on Wednesday was 45 minutes. So this is really going to help you to stay on track your progress, track your time. And then it's really cool because by the end of the month or after 4 or 5 weeks, you can add up your time and say, how much time did I really spend on writing? How dedicated have I been? And really just track yourself. And if you spent less than an hour and it's been like a whole month, and you see that you're not really, putting in the effort, you're not really putting in the work. So, I mean, it's relative, it's different to everyone, but I really want you guys to go all in this 2019. I want you guys to reach your goals and make some progress. And I hope that these tools will be helpful to you. I hope that this video was an encouragement, and I will see you guys next week where we talk about different writing software and resources that you definitely want to know about. So until next time, see you later. Make sure to check out our forums, be active on our website. We have so many different resources on here. And again, thank you so much for being a part of this amazing community. If I've never met you, I hope to meet you one day. Until next time, bye.